Greetings, beloved seekers. As the Master stirs from his slumber, a soul reborn rises with the first light of cosmic remembrance. His gaze, as boundless as the void and as radiant as 1,000 suns, witnesses the timeless unfolding of a tale as ancient as the threads of existence. It is the story of a seeker journeying through countless lifetimes in search of a treasure far greater than gold or jewels, the treasure of self-realization. The seeker traversed realms of illusion and desire for eons, ensnared by the flickering mirage of external riches. Yet beneath the ephemeral joys and sorrows of existence, a silent whisper called to him, a knowing beyond words. He sensed the presence of something eternal, a forgotten truth buried under the weight of conditioned thought and the tangled weeds of past experiences. One day, the yearning intensified, compelling him to ask what would ignite his quest. What is my true purpose for being here? What am I truly searching for? This single inquiry shattered the chains of complacency and set him on the path of true discovery. The journey begins. To seek the treasure of pure awareness, one must first understand what they are looking for. The seeker recognized that the riches of the material world were but shadows of a deeper wealth. Temporary satisfaction could never quench his thirst for the infinite. He had tasted glimpses of something beyond, moments of stillness where the noisy ego momentarily faded, revealing a peace unlike any he had ever known. Realizing the treasure was not in the world outside but within, he knew he needed a map. But where does one find a map to a realm unseen by the physical eye? The treasure map. The map was not inked on parchment, but inscribed in the wisdom of those who had walked the path before him. Ancient teachings, sacred texts, and the words of enlightened masters all pointed toward a journey inward. Yet no map alone could lead him to the treasure. He needed tools to dig through the layers of illusion, to cut through the overgrowth of conditioning that had kept his true nature hidden. The tools of the seeker meditation, the master key, the chisel that carves through the hardened layers of ego and illusion, self-inquiry, the lantern that illuminates the darkened corridors of forgotten truth, silence, the sacred space where the treasure begins to whisper its secrets. Detachment, the shovel that removes the unnecessary weight of worldly attachments. Discipline, the steady hands that continue digging even when exhaustion tempts surrender. With these tools in hand, the seeker began the excavation. At first, the process was slow. Every strike against the hardened mind unearthed old fears, past pains, and unresolved attachments. The ego resisted, clinging to its familiar suffering, terrified of dissolution. But perseverance revealed glimpses of light, moments of profound clarity, brief encounters with an immense silence that held the entire cosmos within it. The unveiling of the treasure. The treasure did not reveal itself all at once. It emerged in fragments, like the rising sun gently dispelling the darkness. Each moment of realization was a jewel uncovered, a forgotten memory restored. As the seeker continued, he saw that he was not discovering something new, but reclaiming what had always been his, the awareness that he was never separate from the treasure. The final unveiling came not with a grand explosion of enlightenment, but with the quiet, unshakable knowledge that he had arrived home. The treasure chest was not locked. It had never been locked. The only things that had kept it hidden were the noisy mind and the illusion of separation. Some insights from the journey. True seeking begins when we question the purpose of our existence beyond fleeting joys and miseries. The greatest treasure cannot be found in external achievements, but in the depth of stillness within. The journey is paradoxical. Though a master or guide may assist, it must ultimately be walked alone. The unveiling happens gradually. The soul reveals its light only in increments we are ready to receive. Practical steps for your own quest. Start with stillness. Dedicate time daily to simply sitting in silence, observing the nature of your thoughts. Rest in the space between them, where true awareness resides. Ask the fundamental question: who am I beyond my thoughts, roles, and possessions? Do not rush to answer. Let the question dissolve the illusions and allow truth to arise in its own time. Seek wise guidance. Learn from those who have walked the path before you, but always attune yourself to the wisdom of your inner guide. Commit to inner work. Meditate, reflect, and cultivate detachment from external identities. Embrace the unfolding. Do not rush. The treasure reveals itself in divine timing. As you dig through the layers of conditioning and remove the weeds that have grown unchecked for decades, the light within will shine forth. And one day, like the seeker, you will stand before the treasure, realizing it was never lost, only waiting to be discovered again. This is the grand adventure of self-realization, and you too are destined to find the treasure that has always been within you. Visit micfitliving.com to begin your journey toward a deeper understanding and cultivate a life of genuine happiness and well-being through fitness, mindfulness, and stress management.